Okay, to find the area of this parallelogram, we need to write the formula. We know that it is 18. We know that it is 18. So we have to say 18 equals, and it's either going to be 24 times h, or it's going to be 18 equals 6 times h, because it tells us that it's 24 units long or 6 units long, that this parallelogram has sides that measure 24 or 6, and it doesn't tell us if it's the height or the base. So we have to multiply each one of these options in for h. So I'm going to say 24 times 3/4, and I get 18. So that is an option for that one. Now I'm going to say 24 times 4/3, and I get 32. So it's not for that first one, but let's check the second one and say 6 times 4/3, and I get 8. So that one is not an option for either of them. Well, I know that 6 times 3 is 18, so I know that C is an option for that one. And I know that 24 times 3 is going to be way bigger than 18. 24 times 3 is 72, so it's not an option for that one. The next one, 24 times 4. Well, if 24 times 3 was 72, 24 times 4 is going to be bigger than that, so I can automatically eliminate it for that first one. But let's just see, 24 times 4 is 96, that's too big. 6 times 4 is 24, that's too big, so D is not an option. These numbers just keep getting bigger, so my math sense tells me that 12 cannot be an option either, but I'm going to just prove myself right. 24 times 12 is 288, which is not right, and 6 times 12 is 72, also not correct. All right, let's look at the next one. The road sign with the dimensions shown. The sign has 2 identical black parallelograms joined together. Each parallelogram has a base of 14 and a height of 17, and we have to find the area of the sign that is not black, so we're looking for the yellow part. So the first thing I have to do is find the area of the black parallelograms, which is area equals base times height. I know my base is 14 and my height is 17. And I say 14 times 17, and I get 238. But there are 2 of them. So I have to say 238 plus 238. And I get 476. But the question is, that's the area of the black, but I need to know the area of the yellow. So I have to find the area of the whole shape by saying 30 times 36. And I get 1,080, and then I have to subtract that 476, and I get 604. So this area of the yellow is 604 inches squared. Okay, the next one says, Leon draws the height shown in the parallelogram, and he estimates that the height is about 5 units long. Is Leon's estimate reasonable? So I'm trying to find out if 5 units is a reasonable estimation for this one. Well, I'm just estimating, it's not exact, but when I look at this, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 is pretty close to 5, and since I'm estimating it, I'm going to say that 5 is a reasonable estimation because there are parts and pieces there. So yes, it would be a reasonable estimation. The last one, what is the area of this parallelogram? I have to say area equals base times height. I am going to say my base is 6.2 and my height is 5.7, and when I multiply 6.2 times 5.7, I get 35.34 centimeters squared. So that is the area of that parallelogram.